Jeets on X1075. Here's your boob tube.
Ransom is in the boob tube studio. What's going on, Ransom?
Marco, so our lead story today is LeBron James being an absolute monster at the championships last night. Delivered Cleveland its first championship in any sport in 52 years. The Cavaliers defeated the Golden State Warriors Game 7, 93-89. LeBron was named the MVP, which was a no-brainer at all because he led all players on both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks over the entire series. He was a monster.
Think about that. He led every other player in every major statistical category.
Well, he's the best. I mean, he's the best. The problem with LeBron, it's not his fault. It's just everybody wants to say, well, he's not better than Jordan. But that just comes from the era everybody else came from that still watches basketball. Nobody's going to be better than Jordan. But I'm telling you, LeBron he's an animal. He's a monster. I think he's going to win more of these. I really do. I don't know if he'll be doing with Cleveland, but he's playing the best basketball of his life right now.
The shame is I don't think LeBron James will truly be appreciated till after he retires.
That's right.
I think that I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Still's left a sour taste in people's mouths,
That's
and
right.
they look for reasons not to give him the credit he deserves.
But it's funny how these guys, they're such pop culture stars now. It's not just sports. Everywhere you see these guys, they're celebrities. They're being covered on TMZ. And really, Jordan was kind of the first. It was like Jordan, Bo Jackson, kind of that era of guys who started that.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson probably, too, in the beginning. But, man, I'm telling you, LeBron is amazing. That game was amazing. It's crazy sports. I love sports. I absolutely love sports. And they were showing all the bars in Cleveland. It was 50-50 guys and chicks, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is a pop culture mecca now. LeBron in sports. I love it.
I think the thing that drives me nuts is he's only won 3 championships. Now, the list of players who have won 3 championships in all of the NBA is a very short list. But the other thing is, he's been to 7 NBA finals.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, what he does on the court is absolutely insane and speaks for itself. But he'll be back. The good thing about this is we're going to get more drama about where he's going to play next. And is he going to finish in Cleveland?
I totally agree with you. I think he said, I'm coming back to Cleveland to bring this championship here. He's done it.
He's done it.
And now he will not feel bad if he decides to leave.
No, and he shouldn't feel bad. He said he was going to South Beach to take his talent. He did. Coming back to Cleveland, my hometown, to bring. And I'm telling you, he's going to L.A., he's going to the Lakers. Just write it down and thank me later. What's next, Ransom?
Some sad news coming out of Hollywood today.
Ensign authorization code 95 Victor 2.
Authorization not recognized.
Ensign authorization code 95 Victor 2.
Access granted.
That was the voice of Anton Yelchin, who in the new Star Trek movies played a guy named Chekhov. He was killed in a freak accident in his driveway in L.A. on Saturday night. Apparently, he got out of his car, and it rolled back and pinned him against a pillar. Ugh. He was only 27 years old.
This is a bizarre story.
Yeah.
It's one of these stories that you heard about. I saw it yesterday, and I'm like, how could this be? How could this? I mean, does this even make sense?
Well, you don't normally hear somebody running over themselves with their own car.
Well, how does it happen? You put your car in park.
It's a freak accident. That's what it is.
But I don't even understand how it happens.
That's the thing.
Forgot to put the parking brake on.
Who uses a parking brake?
Yeah.
Do you use it? I don't
use mine.
I absolutely use mine.
Where?
It's bad for your transmission if you don't. Anywhere. Every time I park, parking brake on. Boom.
Oh, man. I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I've just never. Have you heard of that? I've never heard of it.
Especially if you're in a driveway. Yeah, if you're in a driveway and it's got that slant, you gotta use the parking brake.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, Anton will be in the new Star Trek movie, which comes out in a couple of weeks. It's called Star Trek Beyond.
Was he? I mean, where was he coming from? Was he drunk? I mean, I don't.
None of that has been made public yet, so we don't know.
Got to ask. I mean, people are thinking it.
Yeah.
People are thinking it.
Sure.
And maybe he wasn't. It's terrible anyway, but. Maybe, I don't know. It's bizarre that he was in his driveway and he walks behind his car. At the time he walks behind his car, the car unlatches and pins him. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So in the end, Iggy Azalea could not get over the fact that Nick Young cheated. Yesterday, she posted something on Instagram. It was a photo that said, although I love Nick and have tried to rebuild my trust in him, it's become apparent that in the last few weeks, I am unable to. I genuinely wish Nick the best. Here's how Nick responded on Twitter. One word, single.
Now listen, they were engaged,
Yeah.
and he gets the bad news over Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but let's be fair. How she got the bad news that he was cheating? Freaking YouTube.
Yeah, touche.
I mean, it was kind of an eye for an eye situation.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Man, Finding Dory had a monstrous opening weekend. In fact, it was the biggest opening ever for an animated movie. Finding Dory brought in $136.2 million. Now, Shrek the Third had the previous record, $121.6 million back in 2007.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's always these movies that do so well, but millions and millions of dollars.
What's Finding Dora about? I haven't
It's
seen
a
the
fish.
is it?
Yeah, isn't it a fish?
Yeah, it's the sequel to Finding Nemo, which came out like 13 years ago. People were really, really stoked about this. It was supposed to come out last November, but it got pushed back because Disney had some other cancellations and some pushbacks on their movie schedules. It's a good movie.
Great
It's a
for
really
the
good movie.
great for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know that Fox 5 here in Vegas. I don't know if they're having fun with it, but when I heard it, I think of their morning entertainment reporter, Mike Doria. They should do a Finding Doria where he's all over the town. He's all over Vegas,
Yes.
but he's tweeting clues as to where he is, and people have to find him.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, I hope Fox 5 doesn't miss the boat on this. I hope they don't drop the ball.
That's an amazing marketing campaign.
It's unbelievable.
Finding Doria.
Finding Doria,
Maybe-
I just makes sense, and then maybe you get free passes to the movie or something stupid, but it's still a good bit.
Is he wearing like the Waldo outfit? Or
Could
is he
be.
dressed like a fish?
Well, it might make it too easy. If you see a random guy dressed as a fish, you may
Right.
say, well, that's obviously Doria.
Right.
But I thought they should. I thought they, he's like it'd be like a very flamboyant fish because he's always dressed so dapper.
The hell is that? Is that a fish? Well, obviously that's Doria.
It's Mike Doria. He's tweeting out, where am I? And I hope Fox 5 did something with Finding Doria this morning. It just makes too much sense to me.
Yeah.
Here's what is on TV tonight. The Bachelorette returns 8 p.m. on ABC. JoJo defends herself to the guys against tabloid rumors. So you think you can dance?
I just
the
get
next
sick to my
generation.
stomach hearing about what it's going to be. I mean, I know you got to talk about it, but you know what I mean? It's just the same stuff over and over. Some girl gets mad at the other girl, and all the guys trying to figure out who he's going to bang. I mean, it's just terrible.
She's fighting tabloid rumors,
Yeah,
but she's still on the show?
Yeah,
Was
how
she
does that
famous-
work?
Was
I
she
mean,
famous before? I don't know.
She's
I
the
don't watch show.
Bachelorette, so I don't
oh,
know.
she's the Bachelorette.
She's the Bachelorette, so yeah, she's the one who's hooking up with a bunch
What
of
does
guys.
she
this
look
season.
like?
She's pretty good looking.
Really?
They never pick uggos for that. It's always a good looking broad.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
She's named after a potato wedge.
Yeah, that's right.
Also on TV tonight, So You Think You Could Dance, The Next Generation on Fox.
Oh
That's at
my
8
God,
p.m.
I can't believe that's still on.
It's Monday Night Television. Another show that I can't believe is still on is Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, Jesus.
That's at 9
All this
p.m.
crap.
on
Is
the
that
CW.
Is that a new episode?
It's like the toilet flushed on TV today.
Or is
I mean,
it like-
everything is
Is
just.
it like syndication
Yeah.
from 10 years ago? That's
It's a new episode
God,
on
that
CW
thing, that
tonight
thing
at 9.
shouldn't be in syndication. Dear God.
That's it, guys.
Is that it? No more great shows? All
Well,
right.
it's Monday, so
No,
there's
I
really
know.
nothing on.
Hopefully, with 3 months till Monday Night Football, we don't have to worry about this stuff anymore.